जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा श्रील प्रभुपदा। जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे राम संकीर्तन की जय। Hare Krishna, thank you so much for joining us for the Sunday feast. Taking, we are taking out your valuable time to come here to temple. Thank you so much. We appreciate coming here. So before we start, we'll sing few verses called Mangalacharan. It's basically invoking auspiciousness and seeking blessings of the previous teachers before we start speaking on this sublime subject matter of Krishna Katha. Right? Please sing with me if you know. Okay, or just can fold your hands and meditate. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Mitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Nama De Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, thank you so much again for joining. Today we will be speaking something on the hearing of Krishna Katha. The power of hearing Krishna Katha. Sorry? Oh, we have children's class. Children's class downstairs. So if if you have children here, you can go down in the class. Thank you. Okay. So I will try to talk something on the power of hearing Krishna Katha. When we do any activity, normally we have, okay, if I do this, what will I get? We usually have that. So we'll talk something about the power or the effect of hearing Krishna's pastimes. Right? So in regard to this, there's a beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the second canto, chapter number 8, verse number 4 and 5. I'll sing the verse and they'll speak on that. Shinvata Shaddhaya Nityam Grinatascha Suti Cheshtitam Kalena na Atidirghena Bhagavan Vishate Hridi Pravishta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhavasaruruham Dunoti Shamalam Krishna Salilasya Yathasharat. Very, very beautiful verse. Hope-giving verse. Especially when we are, affected by so many things outside. Mind is disturbed by so many things, so many flaws. We may think, I have broken the principles, especially the 4 regular principles, again and again, so many times, that we are not very strict in practice, in our bhajan, whatever we practice. Right? So in that regard, during that time, this verse is very hope-giving verse. So Shri Rupa Goswami, one of the acharyas, mentioned that we should have asha bandha. We should always have hope. So this verse, and Srimad Bhagavatam has so many hope-giving verses. This is one of them. Right? So we'll try to dissect this verse, and hopefully by the end of the class, we'll memorize this verse as well. Okay, so first one is Shinvataha. Shinvata means hearing about Krishna. Okay, so now how should we hear about Krishna? That's how we're going to try to link the words, how, when, why, in that way. Shinvata means hearing about Krishna. Okay, we are talking hearing about Krishna, but how should we hear? Shraddhaya, with faith. Now faith means faith in what? Faith means that this pastime took place, the speaker is bona fide, the speaker who is speaking has no ulterior motives, and when this pastime is heard, it will purify my heart. These are the subtopics in faith. So, which would be Shinvata, hearing, Shraddhaya, with faith, and how once in 5 days, once in a week, once in 2 weeks, how long? Nityam. Nityam technically means always. Like Nityam, Satatam, Sada, Sarvada, they're all very synonym words. Nityam means every day. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentions Nityam means once a day also. Right? But Nityam means every day, always. Right? And then what to do? Okay, we heard with faith every day. And then what should we do? We should hear other ear? No. Granatascha swacheshtitam. Granata means accept in one's own life. Right? To accept what we have heard and apply it in our lives. It's just like action without knowledge, or knowledge without action is useless. Right? Sometimes we hear so many lectures, so many people saying this and that, so many things, we get everything in our head. So we have PhD in our head, but kindergarten in our practice. It's just like 1 terabyte data, everything is there. Anything's needed, oh, how to do this? Oh, yeah. This was here, this was is there. We'll quote so many verses here and there, back, right, left, front, center. I know Bhagavad Gita front to back to front. Pinpoint any verse, I will tell the verse. Very good. I practice Bhagavad Gita, that you don't know. So what is the use? Bhagavad Gita is meant to be applied, not to be memorized, just memorized. Memorization is good, it's Krishna's words. But just memorization won't have, you're just like, you're going to a billionaire and saying, ask me anything. And you say, okay, just give me $10. Is that a very intelligent thing to do? Billionaire is asking, how much you want? Blank check, as in $10. That is what memorization of Bhagavad Gita or reading Srimad Bhagavatam, just like story. We're not getting the full potential. Right? Not extracting the full potential. It has to be applied in our life. Right? Therefore, there's a lack of application of those principles. So Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tak Shanvan Supathan Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimuchye Naraha. It means to hear, Supathan. Pathan doesn't mean, Pathan means actually, traditional way, it means studying. But that studying includes many things. Lekhanam, writing. Pathanam, memorizing. Reading. Recapping. Taking notes. Going through the notes again. It includes many things. It's not just reading like a novel. It's not a novel. If you want a novel, there's a lot outside there, the outside world. So it says, Tak Shranvan, after hearing, what should one do? Supathanam, Vicharana. What is Vicharanam? Sit and contemplate. Bhaiya, aaj class hua, kya kiya class mein? Kya hua? People say, class bahut badhiya tha, wonderful class. What is in the class? I don't remember now, but it's amazing class. What do they use? Other year. So Pathan. Here class, hopefully notes, whatever, mobile, iPad, notebook, Vicharanan, contemplate karo. And the Vicharan is also, so the two ways. Contemplation can lead to spiritual upliftment and can get into material degradation also. There's beautiful words in Bhagavad Gita, 2.60 to 63. Dhyayate vishaya pumsam sangasteshu pajayate sanjat sanjayate kama krodho bijayate krodhat bhavati sammoha smriti vibhrama smriti bhramshat buddhi nasha pranashyati. But the first word, dhyayato, contemplate, meditate, and then the downfall starts. So if you contemplate on spiritual subject matters, it can uplift. Just like mind can be our friend and enemy, depending on how we, if we engage our mind in the right way, it can be a friend. If not, the worst enemy. Right? So contemplate. Kya kiya? Kya hua class mein? Kya tha class mein? What was going on? What happened in the class? Was it, how can I apply that in my class, in my life? That is contemplation, vicharana. Introspection. So we should not hear Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita on the entertainment platform. What is the entertainment platform? Amazing. So it will just stop here. So it will only give entertainment, but it has to be enriching and enlightening also. For that, there has to be application. Or it will be entertainment. It will stop there. And then, if it's done, then what happens? Bhaktya vimuchye naraha. Bhakti rises in the heart. When we do this in this particular way, then bhakti will rise in the heart. It will not, bhakti hai, bhakti. Nothing, I do nothing, bhakti hai. It will not come like that. There is a process for it. Everything has a process. Nothing comes out of thin air. There is a process for everything, right? So we have to do 4 things. Shinmatan, hearing, Shraddhaya, with faith, Nityam, regular, daily, and Granatascha Swa Cheshtitam. There must be an effort in applying that. And then what happens? If these four things are done continuously, kalena na ati dirghena. Kalena means in due course of time. Then we may think, "Arey, due course of matlab kitna so long?" Immediately it confirms, na ati dirghena. Very soon, in due course of time, but very soon. It will not take much time. What happens? Bhagavan vishate hridi. Bhagavan enters, the Lord enters the heart. If we do these four things continuously, kalena na ati dirghena, without any delay, without very soon, Krishna enters the heart. Now when we have a question, hey, what are you talking about? What is 15.15? Anyone remembers? Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, verse number 15. Chapter 15, verse 15. Sarvasya chaham vidisannivishto mattas pratigyan apohanam cha vedeshi sarver ahameva vedyo vedandakrit veda vede chaham. What are the first two lines? Sarvasya chaham vidisannivishto. Krishna is saying, I'm already in your heart. Krishna is in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Then what is Bhagavatam saying here? Then Krishna will enter the heart. These two opposite things. Krishna will enter the heart because already in the heart. What is going on? It means his effects, his empowerment can be felt in the living entity, the heart of those living entities that are doing bhajan. When we do these four things, Krishna is in the heart. Depending on, Krishna reciprocates how you approach him. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Depending on how we approach him, he reciprocates. Krishna, please give me money. Okay, le lo money. Krishna is not very happy with that, but you want money? Okay, take it. Just like, your parents, your parents, Mommy, Daddy, I'm out. I'm going out of the house. Why are you going? I'm going out of the house, that's it. You go out, you do everything, and then there's lack of money. Knock, knock. Mommy, Daddy, paisa. Some money. Hey, you came only for money? Ha. Give money. Okay, bye-bye. And go back again. That's like Krishna. Dhanam dehi, vrittam dehi. Give me some money, give me that, give me this. That's asking for similar way. Krishna will give. But is that the best? No, we have to have a loving relationship with Krishna, with parents, right? So, in the Antya Chaitanya Charitamrita, the beautiful book, in the Antya Lila, it says, Kali kalera dharma, Krishna nama sankirtan, Krishna shakti vina nahi tara pravartan. It says, without the empowerment of Krishna, no one can preach about Krishna. No matter, just, you beat your legs, hands, doesn't matter. But without the empowerment of Krishna, and so, conversely, if you see someone is preaching very nicely, has a very empowered speaker, that means Krishna's empowerment is already present in that particular person. Right? So, such living entities are extremely powerful and can accomplish tasks which mere mortals cannot. And one such exemplary example is Srila Prabhupada. Just imagine yourself at age of 70, going on a boat, not a luxury cruise, not cruise boat, a passenger ship, for 30 days, almost a month. Not very nice seat, cushion, give me some water, ting ting, give me some water, give me some food. No. For a long period of time, on the choppy waters of the Atlantic Ocean, alone, 40 rupees. And that, the worst, there's no one he knows other side. Traveling from India all the way to the US, the East Coast. Just imagine, you're going to some foreign land, doesn't know anyone. Only 40 rupees. But he went and he preached within 10 years in 108 temples all over the world. He circled the globe 14 times, 12 times. This is Krishna's empowerment. We can understand that Krishna has empowered Srila Prabhupada. Right? So just like a plant with dried up leaves, you see a plant with dried leaves and you see a plant with fresh leaves. Who will you consider the best? Very healthy with the green leaves. Right? So the conditioned souls like us are like dried leaves. And advanced devotees are like the plant with green leaves. So when Krishna is present with full potency, It's like the plant with green leaves. They can really spread. They're effulgent, and their speech is so powerful, it penetrates the heart of the living entities. So, and just by hearing Krishna Katha, so Bhagavan Vishate Hridi, just by hearing the Katha in such a way, Shrinatam Shraddhayan Nityam. Shishnitai Sachinde Bhagavan ki jai. Bhaktashir Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai. Hey, so just by hearing Krishna Katha, with faith every day and applying in our lives, Krishna enters the heart. Krishna will empower. You will see the effect of that. Right? And, simply being attentive. Hearing is one of the limbs of process of devotional service, one process of devotional service, one of the 9 processes of devotional service. And if you can be awake during the class, that itself is a great achievement. People think like this. Very sleepy. Being awake is great. Right? And so, Ayendra Prabhu, used to say a very nice thing. He said, hearing is a lazy, intelligent way of making progress. Lazy, intelligent way. Lazy matlab, just sit. Do nothing. Just sit. Intelligent, no work. Just sit and hear. You can make progress. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam. Shravan is one of the processes. Right? Just by hearing itself, one can make progress. Lazy, intelligent way. Right? So we heard this. Shanvatha, Shraddhaya, Nityam, Grinatascha, Swacheshtitam. Kalena na atidirghena Bhagavan Vishite Hridi. Now in this regard, example of, for example, your house is very dirty. Okay, your house is extremely dirty house. Basically, you are moving from one house to other house. Everything is shoes, everything is in the living room, everything is spread out. And a friend comes and knocks the door. And, and he says, oh my God. And you'll start to explain, justify, I'm moving, that's why everything is messy, so sorry about that. And friend will say, no, it's okay, every house is like that, no problem. He'll go back and he will come back, never come back. He may never come back. He may tell others, that house was so dirty. So dirty. And, but if a best friend comes to your house, what will the person do? Knock, knock. Yaar, everything is dirty. What will the best friend say? Hey man, you didn't tell me. Let's do it. He roll up the sleeves. I'll help you. He'll go into the bedroom, go to the living room, start cleaning up things. Right? That's what the best friend will do. Right? And who is the best friend? Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. Suhridam, the benefactor of all living entities. Krishna, 5.29, Bhagavad Gita. The peace formula. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. Krishna is the best friend. Right? So people who say, people say, oh, I only have one life. Not very intelligent people. Right? So, Suhridam, Krishna is best friend of all living entities. And his best friend is coming. So the body is like the house. The living room, bedroom, everything is the heart. And the best friend is going to do the job of cleaning. Right? So when Krishna comes, how does Krishna comes? The ear is a door, front door. I mean, Krishna Katha enters the ear, it will go inside the heart. So what is our job? Cleaning the house? Or just let Krishna enter the house? Just let Krishna enter the house through the ears. And Krishna will do the job. This is what we talked about in the morning also. Krishna doing the job of cleaning, not we. If we think that we are doing the cleaning, doesn't happen because we don't have the capability of doing that. So Prabhupada in this regard gives a very beautiful example of Garuda and the sparrow in chapter number 6. It's like, this big ocean and the eggs of the sparrow was taken by the ocean. The ocean basically took all the eggs. And the sparrow is saying, I'm going to drive the ocean. And sparrow starts taking 1 week of water and putting out. Will the sparrow ever be able to drive the ocean up? No, it's not possible at all. That's what we are going to do if we have to clean our heart. But Krishna, when Garuda comes, Garuda says, you better give the eggs back or I'm going to dry you up right now. Okay? So that's like Krishna. Krishna comes and cleanses the heart. And so we just have to let Krishna enter the ear holes. That's why the next verse comes. Pravishta karna randhrena. Randhra means holes. Karna means ear. Pravishta means enter. Pravesh. Pravishta karna randhrena. We just have to let Krishna enter the ear. Suno. Just hear Krishna. That's it. Krishna, about Krishna. Right? So these anarthas which I talked about, I like bedbugs. Bedbugs are not seen during the day. Can you see the bedbugs during the day? No, they hide under the corners, under the the shadow of the comforters, of the bed sheets. But when you switch off the light, they come out. Right? So when we are and when everything is going good, life is going good, perfect. And it may seem like I don't have any anarthas. I'm not prideful. I'm very good. What's the problem? What is going on? Everything is going good. But when some situations come, provoking situations come, when reversals in life come, anarthas just pop out like anything. Right? So we should not be proud that, hey, there's no anarthas in me, there's no unwanted things in my heart. They are present, but it's waiting for the right opportunity to come out. Right? So it's difficult for us to clean ourselves. But when Krishna does the job, he does it perfectly. So just hear Krishna Katha. Now what does Krishna Katha mean? Krishnasya Katha. The Katha of Krishna, the Katha by Krishna, or Katha about Krishna's devotees. The Katha of Krishna means about Krishna's pastimes. The Katha by Krishna means, what is it? Bhagavad Gita. And Katha of Krishna's devotees sound different. Right? So if you don't practice, right, even if you don't practice, just attentively hear it. It still has benefit. But then just imagine, if you attentively hear it and practice it, what will happen? Kaumutti ki nyaya. It's like, if you have this much, you gain this much. Just imagine, if you have this much, what will you gain? Proportional. Right? So if you hear Krishna Katha, even if you don't practice it, because Krishna Katha is purifying, it itself is pure. Just imagine when we apply it, what will happen? Just imagine. Right? So next verse comes in this regard. Pravishta karna randhrena swanam bhavasaroruham dunoti shamalam Krishna salilasya yathasharat. Pravishta, when the Katha enters the heart and the holes of the ear, swanam bhavasaroruham. What does Krishna do in the form of Krishna Katha? Sits on the lotus-like bhava of a heart. Right? So, and then what happens? Dunoti Shamalam Krishna. Sitting on the lotus, what does he do? Shamalam Krishna. Shamalam means dirty things. Dunoti means clean it. Krishna Dunoti Shamalam. Krishna cleans the dirty heart. He himself do that. And to express this point, Shri Sukadeva Goswami gives an analogy. Salilasya yathasharat. If you have a cup full of dirty water, one way is to just turn on the tap and put it on the put dirty cup under the water, running water. It will fill, everything will come out, and finally what will remain in the cup? It's pure water. Right? So that is what being talked about here. Our heart is filled with muddy, very muddy with anarthas. When Krishna enters, the anarthas like the offenses, the bad habits, addictions, lack of proper discipline, so many things. And when we hear Krishna Katha, it's like filling the heart with Krishna, and everything will come out. And finally it will remain only Krishna. Right? So, devotees offer Mangal Arati, the early morning offerings to the Lord, and can be offered with different intentions. Some offer Mangal Arati or do puja with what? Duty. I have been told, I find it difficult, but I have to do it. My spiritual master had told me, Sri Prabhupada has told me, we have to do it. We're duty bound. Otherwise, responsibility. Hey, if I don't do it, what example I'm going to set? Senior devotee in the congregation, in the community. If I don't do it, then people say, that person is not doing, why should I do it? Responsibility. So that we can set an example. And the highest is out of love. So, in Guru Ashtakam, the Samsara Dava players we sing early in the morning, the very last verse is the Phalashruti, the result of offering Guru Ashtakam. This Srimad Gurur Ashtakam Etad Uchcher Brahme Muhurte Patati Prayatnat Yastena Vrindavananath Shakshat Sevai Valabhya Janusosta Eva. What is that? What is the result of singing Guru Ashtakam in the Mangala Brahma Muhurta? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentions that one who with great care and attention loudly recites his beautiful prayer to the spiritual master during the Brahma Muhurta attains direct service to Krishna, the Lord of Vrindavan, at the time of death. Vrindavananatha. So someone who wants to serve Radha and Krishna, they sing early in the morning with full attention to obtain that. Some will sing with that intention also. Similarly, Krishna Katha can also be heard with different intention. Duty, Prabhupada has told we should hear. Okay, fine, we should hear. Responsibility, if we don't hear, what do people say? Same thing, right? Third is, it will purify my heart. It's for my own good. It will purify my heart. That's what I'm going to do. And Skanda Puran says that if you hear Krishna Katha, you will get all auspiciousness. You are so in material things. That also mentioned. So people hear with that intention also, with different intentions. But then in Srimad Bhagavatam, the beautiful verse, it says, Avismriti Krishna Padara Bindayo Kshinoti Abhadrani Shamtanoti Satvasya Shuddhim Paramatma Bhaktim Jnanam Cha Vijnana Viraga Yuktam. What do you say? Avismriti. The 7 benefits of hearing Krishna Katha is being given here. 7 benefits. First, all misfortunes go away. Kshinoti Abhadrani. Bhadra means all good fortune. Abhadra means misfortune. Kshinoti means out. Kshinoti Abhadrani. All misfortunes go away. May it be astrological, karmic, dasha, mahadasha, dhinkana, whatever you can think of. All the inauspicious things go away when you hear Krishna Katha. Then what? Sham tanoti. Sham means auspiciousness. Auspiciousness gets multiplied. And this is a beautiful story. I heard from a very wonderful devotee. It's about the story of a dung beetle and bumblebee. Okay, dung beetle, as the name suggests, just rolls in dung. He's enjoying whatever insignificant enjoyment he was having. He's enjoying, and that comes bumblebee. Bumblebee makes a sound, makes sound. But what does bumblebee sing? Govinda Damodara, want to sing? Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Bumblebee is singing Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Dung beetle is saying, oh, who are you? They're so happy. Huh? Okay. So, bumblebee is singing this. And the beetle says, who are you? Where are you coming from? And the bee said, I'm coming from the lotus feet of Krishna. Bumblebee likes to drink nectar, honey from flowers. And I'm coming from the lotus feet of Krishna. So, he says, I'm always in search of the best lotus. Because I'm drinking the best nectar. Right? Best thing. And the best lotus I could ever find was the lotus feet of Krishna. So I'm coming from there. And the bumblebee very innocently asked, how does Krishna's lotus feet look like? I mean, what do you mean? Right? So can you please explain something? Bumblebee asked, what can I say about Krishna's lotus feet? No? Even if I explain, how will you understand? You don't have the experience of the lotus flower of this world. Forget about Krishna's lotus feet. So come with me. I will take you to the lotus flower of this world. First, let's experience that. Dung beetle said, no, I'm good. I'm happy with this, with dung. So bumblebee said, no, you come with me. I will show you. So finally, the dung beetle lands on the hole of the lotus flower. And there he starts sucking honey, nectar. And it's so intoxicating lotus bloom during the day and close at night. Right? So he was drinking the whole day. At night, it closed. And bumblebee is saying, come out, come out. You will die if you close. Just tear open. You have the power to tear open the leaf and come out. The flower. Bumblebee said, no, I am so intoxicated. I'm so happy. This is amazing. Still drunk in nectar. Right? And then the next day, to full night, he was there inside the lotus. The next day, so that lotus was in the pond of a beautiful, basically pool of water. And the pool of that pond belonged to a princess. She came in the morning, took the lotus flower, and offered it to the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. So he was, the bumblebee, the dung beetle, was at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva for 24 hours. Because the next day, Nirmalya means the next day morning you take the flowers off and give it, right? So the whole 24 hours, the dung beetle was at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. And the next morning, when the princess came, she took the lotus flower and threw in the Ganges. So now, bumblebee came again and said, how was the day? How's it going so far? And the dung beetle said, I was rolling in the dung previously. Then I heard your glorification. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Then I got the nectar of lotus flower the whole day. Then I was lotus feet of Lord Shiva for 24 hours a day. Now I'm floating in the Ganges. Right? So, Beetle said, my only good fortune came by associating with you and hearing Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Just by hearing from you and associating with you came a good fortune. Right? I was, when we apply this in our life, in the way, and as an analogy, we are busy. You are a sadhu and I'm a conditioned soul. And I'm eating the trash of this world, comparatively, right? With no pleasure. But you are like a sadhu who is going to places and singing Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. And I heard Krishna Katha from you. And what happened? Kshinoti abhadrani cha shamtanoti. My inauspiciousness of being dung went out. And auspiciousness of being in the lotus flower, drinking honey at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva and Ganges is multiplied. Right? Kshinoti abhadrani cha shamtanoti. Inauspiciousness went down, auspiciousness multiplied. That is second effect of Krishna Katha. The third, Sattvasya Shuddhim, our consciousness get purified. Bhagavatam says, Dhunoti sarvam hrisannibishta. Those who hear about Krishna, Krishna becomes more interested in cleaning their heart. We're talking about that in the morning, Srimad Bhagavatam class today. Those who hear about Krishna, Krishna becomes more interested in cleaning their heart. Right? So, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati, a very wonderful acharya in our Gaudiya Vaishnava line, he says, Yat kinkarishu bahusha kaluka kuvani nityam parasya purushasya shikhanda maule tasya kadarasa nidher vishabhanu jayas tatkeli kunja bhavananga marjanisyam. He says, Yat kinkarishu. Kinkarishu basically means Krishna is saying to the maid servants of Srimati Radharani who are busy, the maid servants of Srimati Radharani are busy cleaning the kunja, the groves of Vrindavan for Radharani, for Srimati Radha. Right? Krishna falls at their feet and says, please give me some service. Please give me some service at lotus feet. And devotees mentioned, this is the inner meaning of Gopi Bhartur Patakambalayo or Das Dasa Anudas. Right? So, Lord Mahaprabhu says, there's a beautiful work called Gita Govinda, written by Shri Javideva Goswami. In that, once he was writing Gita Govinda, and suddenly he thought of one verse, and he thought, no, this doesn't make any sense. He stopped there, went to take bath in the Ganges. In the meantime, Krishna came as Javideva Goswami and completed that verse. Krishna himself completed that particular verse. And the verse was, Smaragara khandanam mama shirasi mandanam dehi padapallavam mudaram shri adhe dehi padapallavam mudaram. He says, Krishna is saying basically, please decorate my head. Not decorate my head with lotus feet. Not saying keep your head in my lotus feet. He said, decorate my head with lotus feet, oh Shri Radhe. So Krishna is very eager to serve his devotees. Very eager. Much more eager than we are to serve him. But once we start serving Krishna, Krishna becomes more eager to serve the devotees. Krishna begs, may I clean your kunja? Can I apply some painting or a lotus feet? Can I make some very nice forest garlands for you? Can I sing some ragas for you? Okay? So when Krishna comes as Shriman Mahaprabhu, he says, Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ke hoito, kema na dharita de. Radhara mahima, premarasa sima, jagata janatake. Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ke hoito. If there's no Mahaprabhu did not come, how would we know? Radhara mahima, what do you know? Radha, the glory of Srimati Radha. Prema rasa sima, jagat janaki. This world does not know the glory of Srimati Radharani. Only because you have come, or if you're not there, we would never know the glory of Srimati Radharani. Right? So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Krishna himself comes. So who is the best person to glorify Srimati Radharani? Krishna himself. That's why Krishna came as Mahaprabhu. And the maidservants of the Manjaris, the gopis of Radharani said, you go and tell everyone in Vrindavan, outside Vrindavan, the glories of Srimati Radharani. And Mahaprabhu Krishna says, why only near Vrindavan? I will come in Kali Yuga as Mahaprabhu and tell the entire world about the glories of Srimati Radharani. So Krishna is basically more interested in cleaning our hearts. So in this regard, when we hear Krishna, when we hear about Radha and Krishna, Krishna becomes so eager to do personal service. What is the personal service for Christ conditioned souls? Dunoti Shamalam Krishna. Cleaning our heart. That's his personal service. Right? That's his personal service. He comes, he wants to clean the heart of the jivas. That's his personal service. So that is third effect. Sattvasya Shuddhim. The fourth is Paramatma Bhaktim. The sun of bhakti will rise, dispelling the anartha of darkness. Right? So, the last verse of the 33rd chapter of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Vikriditam Brajabadhu Bhir snows. Very beautiful verse. It basically tells the Phalashruti of the entire Rasa Panchadhyaya. What is the effect of hearing the Rasa Leela pastimes? He says, Vikriditam, Vishesh Krida, with the special pastimes of Krishna, when one hears, what happens? Oh, Vishnu. Krishna is not different than Vishnu, same person. What happens? In how should we hear about Krishna's pastimes? Shraddhanvita anushunayad atha varnayed. Anu means repeatedly. With Shraddha, varnayed. When you hear the pastime, repeatedly with faith, what happens? Bhaktim param bhagavati pratalabhya kamam. The conception of devotion arises in the heart of devotees. Bhaktim param bhagavati pratalabhya kaman. And when bhakti rises in the heart of the devotees, what happens? Hrid rogam ashu apihunoti achirena dhira. Same word, achirena. Again comes. Then all the contamination get lost. Just by hearing about Krishna. That's it. Nothing else to do. Just by hearing attentively, Shraddhanvita, with faith. Very, very important word. With faith. Not that, doesn't make any sense. So, let's hear. No, with Shraddha. Nityam. Then what happens? All contamination get lost. Sometimes we think we are not qualified to hear about Krishna. Let me purify my heart. Then I will hear about Krishna. But Sukadeva Goswami says, first bhakti arises and then ananthas go away. How will bhakti arise unless we hear about Krishna? Right? So we don't have to worry about cleaning the heart. That's Krishna's job. That's Krishna's headache. That's not our headache. Our headache is only to open these ears. To enter for the ear, Krishna Katha to enter the ears. Right? So Krishna, Chaitanya says, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hoya Andakar. Jaha Krishna Taha Nai Maya Adhikar. Krishna is like the sun. And Maya is like darkness. Where there is sun, can you see darkness? No. Darkness is the absence of sunlight. Where there is Krishna, who is like the sun, there is no darkness. But the anathas won't be there. Just hear about Krishna. So, now the fifth, sixth and seventh effect. Jnanam cha vijnana viraga yuktam. Jnana, vijnana and viraga or vairagya. Knowledge about Krishna, that's jnanam. Sometimes we in the pursuit of knowledge, as I mentioned before, we just collect information. Information. But there's no transformation. Only information, no transformation. So that's not what being talked about here when this is jnanam. Acquiring knowledge with devotion is jnana. So if information does not lead to transformation, is useless. As I mentioned, knowledge without action is useless. And action without knowledge is mundane. There's no use. No, we're doing some experiment. You're doing very nicely experiment, and someone says, "Oh, what are you doing?" I don't know. I was told. That's it. I'm just doing. What is the use of doing the experiment? Will you learn anything? No. You're just doing repeatedly without knowing why you're doing it. That is action without knowledge. Knowledge without action. It's not knowledge. So much knowledge. But you don't apply that. It's as useless. Right? So, in Bhagavatam says, Shishinitai Sachindre Bhagwan ki jai, Nasimre Bhagwan ki jai. Bhagavatam says, Not padayet yadiratim shama evahi kevalam. Not utpadayet. Na utpadayet. Utpadayet means rise. Na utpadayet. What? Pratim. Pratim means attraction towards Krishna. After hearing Krishna Katha, it's like what? Shama evahi kevalam. Just labor without any result. Right? So, if Rati for Krishna does not arise, then whatever we read, hear, write, link to a false ego. But that's the problem with multiple PhD. When we say, "Oh no, I don't think you are right," what do you mean right? I'm expert in this. I'm a PhD, multiple PhDs. That material knowledge basically increases the false ego. We become proud. We become very proud of so much knowledge we have, right? And what are symptoms that just like a fruit, it's a mango. When the mango becomes ripe and becomes heavy, right? Or basically with trees full of fruits, trees come down, it bends down. When we have a lot of knowledge, sort of devotional knowledge, we should become more humble. So one way to understand we have more knowledge is develop humility. Vidya vinaya sampanne, Brahmana Hastini. When the vidya is ornamented with vinaya, humility, then is sampanna. If you don't become compassionate, you don't become humble with knowledge, that means that is not the right knowledge. Something else is going on there, right? So, what are symptoms what are symptoms to know that we are collecting knowledge in the right way, without devotion, with devotion? First is, the desire to serve Vaishnavas will increase. If you are acquiring knowledge with the correct intention, the correct way, with devotion, the propensity, the inclination to serve Vaishnavas will increase. The desire to hear from Vaishnavas will increase. Bhagavad Gita says, Bodhayanta parasparam katyantascha mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Bodhayanta parasparam, they will talk to each other. Kathya, who, what, talk, what? Hey, what is the stock market? What is this? What is that? No. Katyantascha mam nitya, about myself, katha of Krishna. Right? So, Bhagavatam says, parasparanu kathanam pavanam bhagodeshaha mito rathir mitas tushtir nibratir mitha atmana. This mutual rati, the mutual attraction, loving friendship between devotees develop. The translation says, devotees develop loving friendship, mutual happiness and mutual satisfaction by hearing Krishna Katha together, with each other. So, a very, very senior disciple of Sri Gaur Govind Maharaj, he said, Madhavanand Prabhu, very wonderful, absolutely amazing, wonderful devotee. He says that we are a community of listeners and speakers. Just listeners and speakers. Right? We all should get the opportunity to speak about Krishna. The Katha doesn't have to be filled with shlokas or jokes or wonderful, amazing things. No. Whatever we have heard, how much ever we can, we speak about Krishna. That's the austerity of the tongue. We want to speak so much about everything. We have opinion about everything. My free my advice. Everything. The austerity of tongue is to speak about Krishna. Right? We should all get the opportunity to speak about Krishna. Whatever we can. How much ever we know. Whatever is possible. To Prahlad Maharaj, when Narasimha appeared, he said, the Devatas are singing, Shruta Pravaha. Pravaha means a flow. They are just Stuti Pravaha. They are basically glorifying you like river. And they are still not able to glorify you properly. So what can a mere 5-year-old child do? Dhruva Maharaj, he could not say, I don't know Vyakara, I don't know grammar, I don't know anything. Well, how can I glorify you? The Lord Vishnu just touched the conch shell on his head. And Stuti Pravaha came out of their mouth. Right? So whatever we can, how much ever we can just glorify Krishna. Right? So, when we hear about Krishna, we have conception that, oh, I know this already. I had 5 times, 10 times before. What is so great about it? Do you have anything new material? Parishit Maharaj, when he was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, when the pastime of Putra started, he was trembling, Parishit Maharaj. Why? Putra is coming. What will happen to Krishna? Now this thing, it doesn't make any sense. Parishit Maharaj, Arjuna, he knows that Krishna has conquered all the demons. He became Partha Sarathi. Everything happened, but still trembling in fear. What does it make sense? He has kept his understanding of reality, whatever it is, his framework outside, and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam with full attention. When we absorb in Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to keep what we know, what we don't know. Oh, what is this person going to tell me? What I don't know already. What is so big about it? Right? So Parishad Maharaj put his knowledge and the experience of reality behind and listening with full attention to Sukadeva Goswami. So when we hear about Krishna, when we hear any Krishna Katha, we should not think that, hey, it's done 5th time, 10th time I'm hearing it, tell something new, Baba. What is this same old thing you're repeating again and again? Puna Charvita Charvanana. We think that, when we chew bubble gum, the taste of bubble gum, first 5 minutes is very nice. Very nice. Strawberry flavor. After 5 minutes, pain in the jaw. Maharaj says the material is Puna Charvita Charvananam. We are chewing the chewed. But Bhagavatam is so amazing, you chew again and again, the flavor increases. But when we don't hear with Shraddha, then becomes like Krishna reciprocates the same way. When we don't hear with Shraddha, Krishna will say, okay, no problem, I will not go to give you the rest. You want it like that? I will give you that. He is very merciful. Right? So, Sukadeva Goswami says, when Parishit Maharaj is very trembling in fear, what will happen? What is happening to Krishna? What will happen to Krishna? Sukadeva Goswami quells the fear of Parishit Maharaj and says, Na yatra shravan adini rakshognani sarkarmashu. He says, wherever chanting and hearing of Krishna happens, there cannot be any danger from bad elements. Wherever there is a chanting and hearing of Krishna, no bad elements can appear there. Everything will just go away. So you want auspicious in your life? People want Lakshmi. People want Lakshmi, paisa chahiye. I want money, Lakshmi. But they don't want who? They want Lakshmi, but they don't want who? They don't want Narayan. They want Lakshmi. Baba, Lakshmi is there with this Narayan. Lakshmi is Chanchala. Moves here and there. But with this Narayan, Lakshmi doesn't move. Lakshmi is always at the lotus feet of Narayan. So you want Lakshmi in your house, invite Narayan first. Lakshmi will automatically come behind without any problem. Right? Whether it's chanting and hearing of Krishna, there can be any inauspiciousness. Right? So I will stop this with one verse which we recite always when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam as a invocation prayers. Shinmatha svakatha krishnam punya shravana kirtanam hridayantastu abhadrani vidunoti suratsadam. He says, when you hear Krishna Katha, what happens? Hridaya antastha. Anta means inside, situated in the heart. What? Abhadrani. Again the word came, Abhadrani. Vidhunoti, dhunoti, vidhunoti, vishesh dhunoti. Krishna, entire heart is fully cleaned by hearing Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha is Punya Shavana Kirtanam. Right? So, it says, this complete, Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma in everyone's heart, the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages. We just have to show eagerness with faith always, every day, and Krishna will do the rest. We do our best to let Krishna enter the here, and Krishna will do the rest. So, our body is a machine, and measure and what goes in. What goes in comes out. Right? So, thank you so much. Kanda Shri Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. We will have Aarti now at 12:30. Yeah, if there are any questions, I'll try my best. All the wonderful devotees, my very worshipful senior devotees here. So, do anyone have any questions? Anyone? Any comments? Any realizations? Anything? We still have 2 minutes, couple of minutes, I think so, before Aarti starts. No questions? Going once, going twice, and going thrice. Done. Deal is done. Okay. Thank you so much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Oh yeah, Aarti started. Okay, great. So we'll now be about hearing. So I'm do chanting. Kirtanam. We'll do Kirtan.
Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Raise your arms and pray, please. Everybody chant. One more time, from your heart, together, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Srila Gurudeva. Srila Prabhupada ki! Everyone, give your heart and soul to chanting this. This is our chance to get Krishna's attention. Krishna is looking at right now. So call from your heart, Jai, Jai, Shri Radhe. You can do better than that, right? No inhibitions. Don't hold back. Krishna doesn't hold back, so you don't. Okay, one more time. Jai, Jai, Shri Radhe. Shyam! Much better. Let's do more. Don't hold back. More, everything. Jai, Jai, Shri Radhe. Shyam! Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari 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 Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmahams Parivrajagacharya Ashtotarasada His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotarasada His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की व्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगमाई जमुनमाई की जय तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक एवं प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन देव भगवान की श्री श्री निताय गौर चंद्र की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Would a devotee like to chant Nrsimha their prayers? Yes. Gopu will chant. Can we have the mic behind? Jai Baladev, can I just grab this?
Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Praladala Dadaine Praladala Dadaine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shila Dankana Khalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Amitato Narsimha Pahe Narsimha Hridaye Narasimha. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade. Tava Kara Kamala Bare Nakam Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Kara Kamala Bare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Jayo Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Narasimhadev, 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 Jayo Narasimhadev. Jayo Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad, Jayo Bhakta Prahlad. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Prabhupada. Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jayo Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
विघ्न विनाशक श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। भक्त शिरोमणि श्रील प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन देव भगवान की जय। निताय गौड़ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि।
Can you stand up for a minute? Can you face the congregation? Beautiful, huh? I saw that. That's really beautiful, Jagannath. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Radharani Mataji, how are you doing? Welcome. Janvi Mataji, doing nicely? Hari Bol. So, welcome one and all to Sunday feast today at the lotus feet of Shishi Nitai Satyananda and Guru Parampara Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you very much for joining us for Sunday feast. Before I forget, today's Sunday feast was sponsored by Chena Krishna Reddy Prabhu in remembrance of his mother-in-law. Is Prabhu here? Nobody from the family is here? Oh, Hare Krishna Mataji. So Prabhu is in the kitchen. What's his mother's name? Padmavati. Ah, Hari Bol. So Padmavati Mataji ki jai. So we pray that all the family will receive the blessings of Shri Nitai Satyanandan and Srila Prabhupada, so that they can, so Mataji can have a wonderful association with the Lord and His devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So anniversaries, birthdays, special occasions, or just being happy to be able to be engaged in Krishna consciousness, those are all easy reasons and important reasons to offer prasadam. So the best way, the best yagya, of course, is Sankirtan yagya, but offering Krishna prasadam to all the devotees is a very wonderful way to share Krishna's mercy. So please do so. There's a calendar behind this wall where you can sign up for various Sundays as you like. You know, we can have all those Sundays filled. Everyone here has got a Sunday where something important occurred, some rite of passage or something in their family. There's no reason you can't sign up there, like one Sunday a year, right? Pretty easy to do. So please do that. May 15th is Nrsimhadev Appearance Day. Am I wrong? It's a Saturday, so Nrsimhadev is being extremely merciful to us. May 15th is your brother's birthday? Your brother? Arjun's birthday. Okay. So we expect to see Arjun and Anant. Mother Mataji, when's Anant making darshan here? Maybe 2-3 weeks. We're trying to, we're getting excited. We want to see him and family. So Anant is Saturday, this coming Saturday? Congratulations, Aditi. How old will you, what's your birth date? How old do you become at that day? 17. I've seen you from a very little child to adult. You didn't announce her birthday. She's wondering what's going on here. Yes, I know. I'm just joking with her. Yes. Half birthday. He's like Nrsimhadev came when there was sunset, and so her friend's brother or father's birthday is on the 14th, right? Okay, Haribo. Bring him to the temple and we'll wish him Haribo personally. Hare Krishna. An announcement? It's Rahul Prabhu's birthday on May 13th. He's the father of Anant. He's in Mother Mataji's extended family. Everybody's going to have a birthday or anniversary come that week, right? Haribo. It's very nice. Anybody else who want to share birthday or parents' days? I see a hand. Excuse me? Your mom's birthday is on May 9th. Is your mom here? Oh, Hare Krishna. Congratulations, Mataji. I hope you have a wonderful Krishna conscious birthday with you and your family. Hare Krishna. So let's wish everybody who's having birthday or anniversaries a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And were you? Saturday. I know it's a Saturday. I said 14th, 15th, so it's actually May. It's 14th. So just, we'll send schedule out. May 13th, I see in GCal as Friday, and I see Nursing Chaturdashi on May 14th, but it's on a Saturday on that weekend. I think we can agree on that, yes? Okay. So, let's see. The place I was going to was Nrsingadev Chaturdashi, meaning appearance of Lord Nrsingadev is on that weekend, on a Saturday. Anybody who wants to help sponsor, the deities have new outfits that have arrived from Vrindavan. That's wonderful. Decorations, Abhishek, Prasadam, you know the routine. All of Lord's appearance days we celebrate in a very wonderful way. If you want to sponsor Nrsingadev Appearance Day festivities, there's a board back there where you can do that, okay? And everything is tax deductible, so it's a bonus, I guess. So any questions on Nrsingadev Appearance Day? So that's the next big appearance Vaishnava festival we will observe. And I think, are the children doing any sort of special presentation there or kirtan? Don't know yet. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So the next announcement is on this coming weekend. We kind of had a quick turnaround. His Grace Kirtan Premi Prabhu is coming. So that's it. They're like, if you go to SoundCloud or anything, people are going crazy. So Kirtan Premi Prabhu ki jai. So Kirtan Premi Prabhu comes from a family of Kirtaniyas. His grandfather, he's from Maharashtra, I believe. His grandfather was a well-renowned Kirtaniya. His father was one of the first Kirtan leaders in Shida Mayapur. And so Kirtan Premi was trained by, the most famous Kirtaniya disciple of Srila Prabhupada, who is His Grace Ayendra Prabhu, Ayendra Baba, as those that are dear to him call him. So Ayendra Prabhu engaged many devotees to do non-stop kirtan 24 hours a day. I think it was from 1986 onwards. So he's been and through his effort, through the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, he has been able to